Hey everyone. Hey, how y'all doing? Oh goodness, that looks weird. Hold on, I'm gonna fix that. It's fine. I don't care. It's fine. I'm gonna deal with it. Hi everyone. Hi. Hi. How y'all doing? Doing good. Trying clip studio paint while listening to. Nice. I hope you like it. I like it. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm freezing. For some reason, it's cold where I am. So I'm just like, I'd be like, I can just go outside. Have I returned home? Yeah. No more beach episode. We're done with the beach. Yeah, we're back to serious work. We're not chucking children. Why would we ever chuck? Retro, what is with you and chucking children? I don't get it. I don't get it. Not much happening? Okay. Well, we're in for a treat today. Oh, pardon. We're in for a treat today. It's bad like well, yeah. I mean, it's bad to hurt any child. Any sort of physical damage to a child, mental damage or emotional damage to a child is kind of fucked up. Just saying. But anyways, yeah, we're getting ready to do another Game Dev Monday. We're gonna be working on villain stuff. So we've already done Kyra's scenes. At least the big exposition of like seeing into her scenes and all that stuff before she dies. So, do we play traumatized teenager? No, no. Hawkson's distance. Hello. How you doing? But yeah, who is ready for another Game Dev Monday? More writing today. Mind you that there is going to be a time limit. I'm not going to go past 6 o'clock. I will not go past 6 o'clock. Central time. Simply because I have a very, very long meeting later today. Like a very, very long meeting. So I have to make sure I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for it. So. Sonic Alicia from Sonic Frontiers. My husband's a Sonic fan. I wouldn't necessarily have a judgment one way or another. Like, if it beat up the adults, sure. 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 Another game dev team. Hey! Katie. Yes, Katie. May I help you, Katie? You are screaming my name, Katie. How may I help you? I'm a game dev. Yes. Just kidding. Shock Pikachu. Just kidding. Hi. Hi. Hello, Katie. Take care of doggo for 3 weeks now. I have 2 dogs to take care of. Ooh. Take it slow. Make sure that discipline is the biggest key in making sure you take care of pets. Thank you. Yes, MKU! You're screaming my name! Hello! How may I help you? How may I help you, MKU? So it's gonna be like 30 minutes to an hour? It's only 3. I have like 3 hours. I have 3 hours of work that I can do. Unless I get very tired, and then I can just call it early. But like, my deadline, like my stopping point is 6 because I would like to have at least an hour to myself before I go into this big meeting that might go past midnight. So, so that's why this week is very hectic. Like, I gotta make sure that all my things are in order and that I'm not overworking myself. I would like to not overwork myself. But yeah. Cause you can? That's fair. MKU, why are we yelling? Time zones are a thing. Indeed. William, thanks for the 100 bits on Twitch. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate it. Vigor Tico. Aww. Do I need to call stream early? Only if you want to. Again, I always listen to my mods. Just know that I will 100% on my accord end stream before 6 o'clock. Because once 6 o'clock hits, then I need an hour rest before my big meeting. Because this meeting is actually very important for multiple reasons. I need to make sure I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for it. And I need to make sure that I'm not dozing off. How's my game development going? Slow. But that's to be expected with game dev. Mind you, I do a lot of other things to make sure I do my upkeep. Like, this game dev project is solely when I have the time, and so I make the time every week. Where was game dev Friday? We were busy that day. I didn't have game dev Friday. Staff meetings as long as... Yeah, it's like staff meetings and it's just like a bunch of other bullshit and business and stuff. I just gotta make sure I pay attention. It's like... I call it bullshit, but it's like, it's actually very important. It's just sitting there for like hours on end. That's the tiring bit. But it makes sense as to why it needs to happen. So it's like, don't mind me. I'm just very tired, and I'm also mentally preparing for it. Because it's gonna be very long, and it's gonna be... I have to put a lot of my brain power into it. It's important bullshit. It's important. Exactly. It's very, very important. So yeah. That's why there's gonna be a game dev today, and then Thursday and Saturday. So yeah, because a lot of other important things need my attention, and so I need to be bright and bushy-tailed for all of it, so I don't drive myself insane. I would like to not drive myself insane, thank you very much. But yeah. Yeah, but today we're gonna try and push through Charles, Philemon, and maybe Gemma in their scenes. So that we can get those done. Have some caffeine before caffeine makes me like... Caffeine's a coin flip. Either it makes me extremely stupid hyper for like a short period of time, or it makes me immediately sleepy. So that it's a coin toss for caffeine. Alright, do some cool magic shit! I would like to not drive myself insane, thank you very much. Exactly, that's a good quote. I would like to not drive myself insane, thank you very much. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you want to know about my game, exclamation mark HOTS, and everyone should be able to access the website so you can see the information about it. Oh, so that quote is a mood for life. Eat a lot of sugar. MKU, I have diabetes! I have PCOS-induced diabetes! You want me to die? It's not even the normal diabetes that you get from, like, genetics and shit. Well, I mean, mine's slightly genetic based, but it's like, mine is PCOS-induced diabetes. You want me to die? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So. Pardon me. Great to see you all this week. Yay! Good to see you. All right. Little sugar, what can you win? Madness takes its toll. Please have exact change. Exactly. I thought if you lose weight, it'll go. No! No, honey, no. Okay, so let me just sidetrack like a millisecond here before we get into work to explain about diabetes. So diabetes, it's not about the weight. It's never been about the weight. We just like to insinuate that fat people have diabetes because stereotypes are so fun to have in your head. And by your, I mean like everyone in the sun who listens to social media and fashion sense. But in the medical field, in the actual definition of diabetes is I'm going to call it misfunction of insulin. So essentially, what we have in our bodies is insulin. We have natural insulin that comes out of our liver, and I believe either our liver or our kidneys, one of the two. Forgive me for just trying to pin that. But essentially, insulin is what helps us burn and digest and consume sugar, or like fats and all that stuff, and carbs and all that stuff. And with insulin, it helps us kind of manage what gets turned into energy, what gets turned into fat, what gets turned into good things, bad things, etc., etc. Just, I'm absolutely paraphrasing. I'm absolutely trying to make this as simple as possible so I don't spend a million years trying to describe this. With those with diabetes, it's an issue with insulin sensitivity or the production of insulin at all. So you have, again, if you heard multiple types of diabetes, such as being, if you're a diabetic type 1 or type 2, type 1 typically means you cannot produce it yourself, as in you produce zero insulin in the body, and so your body cannot, like, crack down on sugar easily, and thus, the more sugar in your blood, the more likely that your nerves are gonna go haywire, chemicals in your body start to get fucked up. You might, like, lose feeling in your feetsies and your fingies. It's like, there's a lot of shit that happens when there's too much sugar in your blood. That's type 1. Type 2 is your insulin is either very low, is getting produced very poorly, or your insulin sensitivity is incredibly low. So insulin sensitivity would mean, like, it doesn't attack all of the sugars that come into your body, whether it be absorption or not. So essentially, you're more blood in your bloodstream, again, bringing up, like, the fingies and the toesies going numb, or like your body starting to act up, like your sleep schedule gets fucked up, all that stuff. And diabetes can come from a range of things, not just from eating a bunch of fat food, like a lot of fucking tryhards think it is. It could be 100% genetic. It could be like, your body could just be born with a shitty fucking liver that can't produce insulin. If you rolled poorly in the game of being born, then it might happen to you. Your body just may not be formed to do it, and so it's just what happens. There's also one very small, minute part of the society idea of diabetes is indeed the overeating of bad shit. And so, but mind you, this is a small fraction of how diabetes can occur. It could also be genetics. It could also be like, you were born to a family that has a low sensitivity in insulin. So that, yeah. I heard that diabetes can be reversible if you live a healthy lifestyle. Ish. We're gonna call it an ish. We're going to call it ish. Cause skinny people have diabetes too. Healthy people have diabetes too. The thing is, it depends on the type of diabetes you have. There are some cases where a type 1 can suddenly start producing insulin in their body due to healthy chemical changes, but there are also those with type 1 diabetes who will never ever be able to get off of insulin medication because the body just will not produce insulin. Being diabetic can be reversible depending on the type you have and depending on what your body can do. Okay, you can't just force the body to produce something it was not able to produce in the first place. Or things of that nature. There could be many things. So like with me, I have PCOS-induced diabetes. Part of my PCOS, if you don't know, is polycystic ovarian syndrome, is that my insulin sensitivity is stupidly low. As in, like, I should be able to eat whatever the fuck I want. There is no such case of me having diabetes in the family genetics. But because of my PCOS, I unfortunately have to rely on a different lifestyle to be able to eat food properly and be able to not have so much blood in my sugar in my blood. So it's again, with diabetes, the big societal idea is if you're a fat person, you have diabetes. No, that's not the fucking case at all. It is something, it is a sickness or an illness or a genetic disorder, or could be a gambit of things that you have to go to your doctor and talk about, because there are skinny people that have diabetes, there are sticks that have diabetes, there are fat people that have diabetes, there are people who go to the gym every fucking hour of the day who have diabetes. It's not just based on your body type or your stuff. It could be genetics, it could be your chemical, it could be your body chemistry, etc., etc. We just like to use the diabetic excuse for everything, being like, just to perpetuate the idea that we have to be skinny to be healthy. That's not ever the case at all. Yeah, I saw some folks type 1 and type 2 should be classified as completely different things. It's not just two versions of the same thing. Exactly. It could manifest in completely different ways. And this is not to be like I'm not trying to lecture anyone about like, you're doing it wrong and blah blah blah. It's like, no. It's a very sensitive topic, and it's a very complicated topic. It's just society likes to dictate that, oh, the simple solution is to lose weight, stupid, and then you'll stop having diabetes. That's no. Diabetes is not a weight thing. Diabetes is an insulin thing. Weight might be the problem, but it also might not be the problem, because there are skinny people that have diabetes. But yeah. Yeah, so what VA role was the hardest for you to do? I didn't think I had a really hard one, in all honesty. I think all of the roles I've had are pretty easy. Very adequately, but I mean, like, yeah, it's just me. I have PCOS-induced diabetes, so I do make sure I have the zero sugar sodas. I make sure I eat all of my proteins. I make sure I eat stuff that's not necessarily carb heavy if I can. It's just a matter of making sure that I'm not overdoing it when I'm, like, for example, having my very, very small quarter of cheesecake. By a quarter, I mean, like, fucking less than 3 inches circle, and then a quarter of that 3-inch circle of a cheesecake or something like that, when I feel like I deserve it, or things like that. Because, quite frankly, it's like, have diabetes, lose weight is just like having depression. Just be happy. It's unhelpful and that's not how it works. Exactly. 3 inches. Can you buy insulin on Amazon? Lamau! Well, they need to start fucking reducing insulin to being like a fucking $1.50, because it only takes $1 to make a bottle of insulin, and yet we're charging $150 a bottle. It's like, no! Corporations are stupid and dumb. But if you want to take care of it naturally, for the way I do it, for example, the way I reduce my my insulin levels, well, I induce insulin sensitivity, for me, revolves around my hormonal balances. Part of me is like adding more protein to my diet, adding more, not biotin, but like cinnamon and natural ingredients that would help fix my hormones to make myself more insulin sensitive to things like that. So yeah. But that's my situation. That's something that I've talked with my doctor about. That's something I've talked with multiple people with PCOS about. That's what helps me. That's why I used to be on metformin. And metformin does help PCOS in a sense, but because of how ranged my financial situation is, I can't constantly go to the doctor to make sure that I can stay on the metformin, so I had to find another method natural to myself that I could be able to do it without heavily relying on metformin. But there are some people who absolutely need metformin, or who need like some sort of glucose control, who need like the Wegovy's or the Wegovy fixes or all that stuff, like that in Ozempics. Exactly. What about Ozempic? That's one path. We're trying continuously as a society to find pathways to fix diabetes. That's why diabetes is such a big hot topic, because a lot of people think that it's just losing the weight. Like, no, it's also about medication. That's why with the medication for diabetics is such a big fad right now, because the side effect of getting on some of these medications is indeed weight loss, because you're not holding in all of those fats that sugar produces. You're not holding in all of the water and the fat and the essentially extra weight that these sugars are carrying inside of you. And that's, yeah, it's all that stuff. It's just, yeah, it's one of multiple methods. There are some people who just solely rely on insulin, as in like medical created insulin. to be injected either via a pump that is attached to their body or by a daily needle. So yeah, it's different for every person, but you gotta make sure you talk to your doctor, talk to a nutritionist, talk to someone who knows what you're going through, and not just, oh, I'm just gonna go to one doctor and they're gonna prescribe me a needle of insulin a day. It's like, well, what if you don't need it? What if you can do it a different way? What, something that's cheaper, something that's more affordable, something that's more to your lifestyle, etc., etc. Do you have a pump? I do not actually. I'm not on any sort of medicated insulin. I am not on metformin or anything like that. I'm not on any sort of need for a pump or needles. I am on natural remedies for my PCOS because my diabetes is induced by my PCOS. It is not induced by any sort of genetics. It's not induced by any sort of lack of production in my liver. I'm just insulin. I have a very low insulin sensitivity. So yeah. I know someone with PCOS who is insulin resistant and struggling to manage. If someone has PCOS that's diabetic, focus on the PCOS first. See if that helps. Because for me, I tried to combat my diabetes without taking into consideration my PCOS. And it just didn't help. I was still fucked up. My sugars were still fucked up because it wasn't targeting the right problem. So if you know someone with PCOS, that might be the core problem. But if you're healing your PCOS and your sugars are still a problem, then it might be both, which one sucks and I'm so sorry. But PCOS does induce diabetes, but it also could not. But it took years with talking with doctors and talking with professionals to be able to determine, okay, my insulin and my insulin problems are due to my PCOS. It's not because I have any sort of diabetic issues in my system without the PCOS. But yeah. It's like cancer. Removing the tumor is only curing it if you catch it early, but if you catch it late, chemotherapy is always necessary. Yep, exactly. Health is so fucking weird. For prediabetes is a thing. There is a constant level of sugars that your body can handle. I believe the range is like 80 to 120. And the way that diabetes works, if you want to figure out like how people determine how diabetes is a thing, usually when you're checking blood sugar, it's how much sugar is in your blood at that moment in time. So whenever anyone eats, you usually get a spike of sugar in your blood because you're eating like let's throw it, an apple. You're eating an apple, or you're eating something with like a little bit of sugar, yogurt, candy, or something like that. Your blood's automatically gonna be like, oh, hey, there's sugar here, and it's going to count like, hey, look, I have sugar in my blood. There's sugar here. There's sugar passing through. Guess how much sugar we got, fuckers? And it's going to give you a number. And typically, it's going to be high. If you don't have diabetes, it's going to be high like within like 100 to 120. If you're reading off of a sugar monitor. If you're in pre-diabetes, it's probably going to be a little higher than that. But once you hit a certain point, I believe it's 150 to 180, then you've hit diabetes. You've hit the state of being sensed for diabetes, where it's either your insulin is not producing quick enough to combat the sugar in your blood quick enough, or it's just some sort of fluctuation that is to a degree that insulin can't catch up. So yeah, it's one of those things like that case. And that's how sugar is measured in your blood, and that's how pre-diabetes versus having diabetes is kind of measured. Because when we all eat, we all have that spike in our blood sugar, but insulin usually comes in and manages it to keep the load of sugar in the blood down. Who only got diagnosed with blood sugar over 200. But yeah, it's like there's a large range, and you probably have to talk to your doctor about it and all that. Yeah, it's great and fantastic, wonderful scientific stuff. But I'm trying not to go like too much into it, because or else I'm just gonna be talking about diabetes the entire fucking stream, and no one wants me to talk about diabetes in the fucking stream. How's the game going development-wise? Slow. Very, very slow. Yeah, see right now? I'm actually having a Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, because it doesn't have any added sugars. It has a bunch of other stuff that makes it taste sweet and all that stuff. And it has a little bit of sodium content, sure. But that's part of a regimen that I have for myself, to make sure that I keep my sugars low. So. But yeah, like before this, I had a hydration powder. I had my PCOS cocktail, etc., etc. I know myself. I try to know my stuff. I try to be educational because I'm like, I'm 30 years old. I might as well fucking try and just educate what I can in the knowledge that I have. And hi, Demonarty. We're about to get started. I'm so sorry I'm delaying. Everyone, get in my workroom. Everyone, just come on. We're spending way too much time talking about diabetes. Let's go. Come on. All right. We're talking about diabetes. Anyways. All right, so we're talking about villains today. We now have 2.5 hours to write. Are you always this interesting? I mean, I try to make him that interesting. It's just, when we get into the just chatting bit, we just talk about random bullshit and all that stuff. Can't have some artificial sweetness for some reason. I can't have the sugar alcohols. Yeah, that's fair. Some people can't have, like, the zero sugar or the diets and all that stuff. So you work with water or you work with some sort of hydration module and all that stuff. There's other drinks that you can make. Natural sugars, for example, come from, like, fruits and all that stuff. There's so many things. The swimsuit is gone. Yeah, we're done with the beach episode. We are back to work mode. Alright. Let's go! So we've already finished working on, as you can see from the list, we already finished working on Kyra's scenes. So Kyra's scenes, and we've already determined that every week there's gonna be a random attack from the adventuring parties that come in. Then also establishing the sibling foreshadowing of them attacking every 5th week. So, I make games, yes. Oh, pardon me. I believe exclamation mark buy my shit is still a thing. I don't know. I think exclamation mark buy my shit is still a thing. Was watching Sonic lore inspired me to imagine my own version. Nice. My husband loves Sonic. So, all right. Wait, I make games? I know, right? I make games. If buy my shit doesn't work, or buy my stuff. Maybe it's buy my stuff. Either buy my shit or buy my stuff. One of the two. Ugh. But now we're gonna work on the second sibling. Second sibling being this pocket of sunshine right here. We're gonna work on Charles. But yeah. Let's go ahead and give that a shot and see what happens. There we go. Yeah, Xander, wrong buy. I made Seduce Me. Yeah, I made Seduce Me the Atonement, which is about to celebrate its 10-year anniversary next year. Oh god! Okay, cool. I was trying to make my Sonic OC, now it's time to make them a reality and redesign. Do it! I believe in you, Demon Aura. Do it! Do it! Do it. Do it. My goodness. Is music getting picked up? Very barely. Okay. It's fine. Alright. Not the possible pimp, not Charles. My goodness. Alright, are we getting old or are we the sexy? We're sexy milks. No. Okay, no, stop. I saw on my NSFW Twitter. Someone made this meme and I'm so mad how fucking true it is. MKU, just because you're as old as I am. Take a listen to this and see how I want to know if you laughed at this. And be honest, tell me if you laughed at. Fuck! I got raided. I got raided by evildoers. Ah! Hey everyone, hi. Welcome to the World of Fiction. We're making a game, but I'm about to tell a joke real quick. But MKU, tell me if you laugh. When you want to be a Discord kitten, but he refers to you as an AOL cougar. You want to be treated like a Discord kitten, but he treats you like an AOL cougar. I looked at that meme and fucking died. Hello, Raiders. I hope you like that joke that you just walked into, because you raided right as I was trying to explain it. I hope you like the joke. So yeah, I am not a Discord kitten. I am an AOL cougar. So I saw it. I'm like, that just, it fits way too well, and I fucking hate it, but I fucking love it. I have an NSFW Twitter for my NSFW work. Like, and it's not like, because my name's already on like Obedience and also on Project Melody. My name's already on there. I'm not gonna be trying to erase that. But I do have an NSFW Twitter for my really adult stuff. As in like because I've been public about this. I voice in hentai. I voice in NSFW projects that are purely about sex. Those are my NSFW Twitter, and I don't release the name of it simply because I don't want kids following it. Woo! I pray that reminds Angie every single day. It's a 30-plus-year-old that joke's way too close to home. For real, right? Is that not? It is accurate. I am an AOL cougar. It's also speaking that my husband is literally 4 years younger than me. Fucking murder me. But nonetheless, what I was saying, the reason I have an NSFW Twitter, sorry, a VTuber. I do have a VTuber on my NSFW, but I haven't streamed with her in so long. But yeah, I do not advertise the name of it. I don't stop people from saying, hey, that Michaela is insert NSFW name here. I don't stop people from doing that because they should be adults and they should know that that's my adult side and they should be adults knowing that. But I myself will never confirm or deny who I am on the NSFW side. I will never be like, hey, so that's me. It's like, no, you have to figure it out because you're an adult. Because if you're trying to figure me out as in the NSFW side and you're a kid, I'm sorry, I'm fucking blocking you the minute I find out. I am blocking your ass. But so take that as you will. Take that as you will. Oh, my God. So yeah, if you're 30 plus with me, we are fucking AOL cougars. Let's fucking go. All right. Anyways, let's get to work. We have some work to do. Alright, so we're working with Charles. This little pimp ball of sunshine. We're gonna make his arc before he dies. So, again, we finished Kyra a long while ago. I still don't know whether or not I want to do it Kyra or Kira. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go with Kyra because of the Y, but nonetheless. But this is gonna be, these scenes are gonna happen after Kira is either killed or added to the zombie pile. So, cathedral. Nope, you know what? Inner chamber. So you're saying a kid because I'm in my 20s? I don't know, man! I'm just old enough to be it. If you put a metal bucket with a popcorn inside, you put it inside a microwave, cook the popcorn with a bucket, it'll explode. It would explode. So let's go ahead and go... How insensitive do I want to be? How insensitive do I want to be? Lady of the night? How insensitive do I want to be? Shit. Cause how? Is a sex worker? I'm just like, bed partner. One. There we go, bed partner. We'll go with bed partner. There you go. Mistress would insinuate that he's married. He's not married. Ooh, Strumpet's a good one. I like Strumpet. We haven't heard Strumpet in a long while. Strumpet. Strumper? Fucking murder me. Strumpet. Let's go with Strumpet. I like that word. So Strumpet 1. Strumper? No, it's a stupid trumper. We know though that. Sorry, I'm sorry. I need to stop. Michaela, this is not a place for politics. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, moving along. Bad partner would. See, you're so good, Sir Charles. You know I am. The strumpet too. God, it's just a writing this is gonna be like Look how sweaty you get. Look how sweaty you get with us. Strumpet 1. Should we get you? What now? It's gonna color. Stop! Oh my god. I'm cringing. You're cringing. I'm going. Jesus. Strumpet. Ladies, it's alright. Go ahead and relax. You both did so much. You did so much already. I pity you. Yeah, I pity whoever has to voice Charles. Oh my god. Strumpet 1 and strumpet 2. Giggle, giggle, giggle. Giggle. Oh my god. Sigh. I'll be back in a moment. Keep the bed warm for me. Then sound effect door. Sound effect door open. Then close. How really is this scene gonna be? Okay, here's the thing. With these kind of scenes, when it comes to like peering into the cathedral and peering into what the siblings are doing, essentially it's just going to be a background. It's going to be a background with a dialogue box, and then maybe the avatar of like the avatars kind of like come up. And so it's gonna show the emotions of the character. It's not gonna show like the ladies in waiting in the bed. It's not gonna show anything like that. It's just gonna be, we're gonna see a backdrop of like maybe like a blurred out bedroom with a dialogue box, and maybe Charles kind of like having that suave "you wanna fuck me" face, kind of like in his expression for this avatar. Things like that. So shrug. But yes. All right. I'm more tired, sigh. The world just can't handle me. Then sound effect walking. Too bad I can't bother Kyra since she got sent to the north. I'm already bored. What are they doing, and why are they're playing patty cake? They were playing patty cake. They had a very, very, very hard and extremely sweaty couple of rounds of patty cake. Why are they doing it? Because, you know, patty cake's fun. They were playing patty cake. At what point in the game development do you think it's appropriate to start looking for voice talent? Back when I started Seduce Me, it was when I'd made the demos, because I kind of already had the characters in mind, I kind of knew where the story was going, etc, etc, etc. Now that I'm older and I have a little more intelligence, wait until you get a good chunk of the game done before you look. Yes, it may be harder if you find a talent that really changes the character, sure, but at least you'll have the story already solidified and you're not having your voice actors wait. So, They're holding hands under the sheets. Unprotected hand holding! They're playing strumpet cake. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. No, they were doing it like they were doing it at the pace of they both reach for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Anyways. So we're gonna have some sound effects up. Sound effect priestess is the priestess is giggling. Good day to you both, sisters. Priestess 1. Try this also. Horizontal mambo. That's a tango. These trumpets were showing their ankles! Alright, so. Good to you. Hey, Sir Charles. Don't you have training to attend to? I've been training this whole week. Do I not deserve a break? Freeze this too. Oh, we weren't suggesting you overwork yourself, Sir Charles. Sisters, be at ease. I am honor-bound by my duties to serve in any way the church commands, the order commands. Then we're gonna have them fucking giggling again because Charles is a whore. Because Charles is a whore. So now, please, return to your own duties. Please return to your own duties. He is for the streets! He is for the streets! I must cleanse myself before I meet with my High Paladin Gemma. We love when our men are harlots! Isn't patty cake fun? It's so fun. Would it be safe to assume that Charles has probably gathered a few illegitimate crotch goblins? Yeah, 100%. Because he's a whore! That's effect. Walk. Walk away. Annoyed sigh. Only the priestesses. The priests didn't vow celibacy. If I can spell celibacy correctly! Oh my god! I can't spell celibacy correctly! There we go. Fuck! That would be a stain to their life, Charles. Sister! You play with darkness too much. Little brother. Is Charles. That's Charles. MQ, that's Charles. Right there. Right there. How come the priestess is? Because Charles is training to be a knight. He's not training to be a priest. He's not a priest. Charles is not a priest. Neither is Gemma. Neither of them are priests. They just follow in the fighting side of Holy Order, not in the praying side of Holy Order. Philemon and Kyra are priests. So yeah. Except Philemon has fighting capabilities. So. But yeah, so Charles is that guy. He's this guy right here. You play with darkness too often, little brother. Would suggest restraint. There is no darkness in pleasure, in having pleasure. And you know that. May be your guiding. May light be your guide. And may no sin distract your way forward towards it. Don't quote scripture at me. I quote it to remind you that we are above such frivolities. Base needs. We may speak for the light, but are we not human? When you realize the power we actually have, perhaps you'll discover the answer to be different than what you expect. Oop. This meeting suck. There you go. That's pretty hefty enough scene one. How did I divide? Is it with the page? No. Is it just something? Okay. Yes? Hold on. How did I divide? Yeah, with the okay. All right. Sorry. Doing a lot of scrolling. My bad. I'm so sorry. All right. Scene 2. Charles. This would be the cathedral. No, Sir Charles. We have not heard word from sister. From lady? Sister? Lady? How did I refer to the priests? Hold on, sorry. I'm being annoying. Hold on. Sister, okay. Sister Kyra. Since she left for the north. Really? No letter? Correspondence? None whatsoever. Regardless. Let's see. Well, then. Well, please inform me immediately should that change. If that changes. As you wish. Way. Been 2 weeks. 3 weeks, technically. Because if she left, if it goes between 5 weeks, if she attacked the 5th week, she was already there for a week, and this is the second. Yeah, this for 3 weeks. It's for 3 weeks that she left. Usually. She should have sent something back by now. Is she finally taking her sane test serious? Sane test training seriously? Why do that? I should write up to her first. See, she responds. That'll first week. I'll brag about getting promoted. The Knights. Be sure to write back something snide. So keep denying me my promotion. Still won't want. Ugh. Whatever. I'll figure out why soon enough and be properly knighted under Gemma's squadron. Squadron, platoon, regiment. Regiment? Order? Fuck, figure it out. Unless Gemma denying me. But she would deny her own, like her brother. Didn't stop feeling what's coming out of her face. I bet she even approved Kyra suing saying tests. Why am I I'll deal with her later. First, the letter. My bratty sister. I think that's pretty solid of a second chapter. Kind of sets up for Charles to kind of like really kind of figure out what the hell's going on. And to have his own little arc. I wonder why Gemma would possibly think Charles isn't ready to be a knight. I wonder! I wonder. Right. So then now we're going into scene 3. The cathedral. We're creating a game. Do you have any game making tips because you're making a game to give? Honestly, get started. Honestly, just get started. Whether it be making a design doc of like the things you want. Like I have a design doc for my game that I like. If you go to the beginning of the playlist for Game Dev Mondays, which is available on my channel, whatever on HOTS at the very bottom, go to the beginning playlist, make yourself like a design doc, and give yourself notations of like what you expect your game to be, and then slowly work your way into trying making that reality. And that's based on your mental capacity, because I can't just say like, well, you need to do X amount of hours to program, X amount of hours to write, X amount of hours and all this. No, you don't. You work on it when you physically and mentally and emotionally are able to. Especially if you're doing this as an indie dev. You're not adhered to a schedule. You're not adhered to all of that because you're making the schedule. So if you want to work on it, you work on it. That's why I've scheduled myself to have these game dev streams, because I know my livelihood is reliant on other jobs that I have to take. Well, this one is what I want to do. So, yeah. I know personally, I can write all of this myself without needing to pay a writer to write all these scripts or all that stuff, because I'm a writer. That's what I do. I'm making this game myself as much as I physically can. But I know eventually down the line, I am going to have to hire, like, for example, voice actors, artists, musicians, sound effects designers, maybe even an assistant programmer to kind of help and look over my code, etc., etc. Know your limitations and organize how you want to get started. Then move forward with actually doing it. Let's go ahead and mark that. Charles reading Philemon. I have a slice. Echoed. Gemma asked me to provide right to you. I hope this doesn't think. Nah, I don't want to read it like that. I mean, it could, but like. Mustn't. Not continue Smart boy. Smart man. I expect much. Just as much as Gemma does. From you. In your path to being a knight. But I don't know how to act into. I don't think I'm made for. You want to be a voice actor? Then, if you want to do something, then work towards it. There's really no way for me to say it. Just be like, if you want to be a voice actor, you totally can. It's like, no, if you want to be a voice actor, work for it. Because being a voice actor is more than just reading a script, recording it, and sending it. It is about knowing about acting, knowing about how to replicate acting and replicate human beings, how to replicate emotions, how to be able to handle emotions, control your emotions, and then it goes into the tech work of knowing your mic, knowing your sound base, knowing how to make sure your sound sounds good, make sure you know in the area where you can be representative, etc., etc. So if you want to be a voice actor and if you don't think you're made for voice acting, you're already shooting yourself in the foot. One, don't shoot yourself in the foot. I've seen way too many actors give up on being actors because they're like, well, I don't think I'm made for it. We're not made for anything. No one on this planet is made for shit. We are made to eat food, shit or piss it out, and then die. That is legitimately, scientifically what we are made to do on this earth, because those three things are the key to survival. What we do with our lives beyond the survival point is up to us, because we are sentient human beings. So thus, we do what we can. And if you're already placing that you're not made to be a voice actor in your mind, well then guess what? You're not going to be a voice actor. Then you should probably look to something that you actually want to do. But if you actually want to be a voice actor, do it. Go for it. Train yourself. Educate yourself. Be active in trying to get what you want, rather than sitting there and going, well, I don't know if I can do X, Y, or Z. You can do X, Y, or Z. The only thing we're made to do is just to survive. You have a good voice, then there you go. Don't make excuses for yourself. If you want to do something, fucking do it. We live in a free society, despite the fact we live from the law of the land. We live in a free enough society that if we want to do something, we have the internet to educate us. Or we have people that we can tell us what to do. Do it. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Fucking do it. I know it sounds like if you have depression, just be happy. But like, in this case, it's not about having depression. In this case, if you wish to have a skill set to be a thing, train yourself up to have that skill set and then do the thing. But yeah. Sorry, I'm the angry mom aunt that like does that to all my friends and to all my peeps. So just do it! Do the thing over and over until you improve. Do it! Human beings live an average of 70 to 100 years. Use that 70 to 100 years to do what the fuck you want to do. Will you be making merchandise in this game? I would like to. That would be great. I like plushes of the Lich or the characters. I would like to. It depends on what happens. But yeah. So, you're a smart man. I expect just as much as Gemma does from you in your path to being a knight. As long as you place your faith in the light instead of in the pleasures you allow yourself to have, then you will see great promise. The fruits of your life. We have 40 years to go? Yeah. Yeah. That's so easy for you to say. No. I'd bet every coin in my purse that you have your own sick TV instas you allow yourself Why should I give up what makes me feel good? I'm still a good fighter. With or without it. Sound effect. Up. Paper crumple. And toss. This is stupid. It should be part of Gemma's nights. Now. Wait, by now. I'm better than any of the recruits. Trying to get in. Get promoted. It's not fair. Damn it! Sound effect would hit. Would hit punch. Gemma only got lucky. Being born first. He got to impress council earlier than me. I could have been High Paladin. So it easily goes right. Charles can relate on one thing: punching wood out of anger. I could have been High Paladin. If I was born first, I could have been the one to help slay the Deathbringer. And yet, she still keeps from being the whole title. Now she keeps me from where I belong. The door open. Sir Charles? What? I've gotten word from the north. Kyra is missing. And was told to inform you. Missing? What do you mean? The church that was born to to host her cannot seem to locate. She did arrive, but she left soon after for some other purpose. Kyra left? That doesn't sound like her at all. The hell was she doing? What in the lights? What was she doing? Does Gemma know? Does High Paladin Gemma know? Yes. She was the first to be informed. She instructed me to tell you. After. Of course. Of course she. Thank you, priest. Please turn your duties. May the light with you. Walk away. Door closed. Oh, bless the light. You know the path she has taken. Show me somehow so that I bring her back. That works. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm actually gonna use a bathroom real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Alright. I need to BRB. Boop. BRB! I have returned. Hello. I am back. I am sorry about that. Alright. We're back in. We're back in, folks. Alright. Ugh! My brain. Okay. If you know the path she had taken, show me somehow so that I may bring her back. Welcome back. Thank you. When you put the unnamed siblings out in the battle, near the effect of the enemy's reaction, you put them on the field. No, I'm actually gonna have the Lich hide them. So that way there's in the scene, when they're confronting the sibling, the zombie can actually appear, and of course they have that reaction of, Skyra? Or something like that. I went to the bathroom. Kill him out? Alright, so. Alright. So this would be in the office. I said no, Charles. Are you seriously denying me this, Gemma? Now is not time to get emotional about this. We need to think clearly before we decide to take action. Tyra is missing, and you want to sit back and think logically? Charles. No! But you're not. You're acting foolish. Tyra is our sister. Not just some priest who vanished in thin air. Tyra isn't dumb. She wouldn't just wander off on her own for no reason. Bitch, 2024, everyone being triggered. About. And we'll figure out that reason if we think rationally. Getting angry won't help her. And being calm, find her. Fast. Still don't understand. Do you? What? In denying your promotion. Act too rational. True. Block. in, Phil. You won't think properly. You won't be calm. Chaos. The darkness around you. Cut the crap. I earned my place. You keep keeping me from it. Arbitrary reason. It's my job to keep meep darkness from the light. You play with it like a toy. Is it not arbitrary? Arbitrary? Isn't it arbitrary? Hmm. Why should I let you in when you refuse to listen? You know what? I'll go above. Take him. Charles. I'll find Kyra. Hell. When the council sees what I've done, so selflessly, they'll have no choice to give me what I earned. I have to thank Kyra when I find her. She's finally gonna be useful. You go too far. Because you deny me what is mine. You have no one to blame. It's hubris. Gemma. Rightful mine? Ah! Thank you! Appreciate you. You are no perfect thing. So you do not get to deny me anything. Nothing to say. You're giving me mom. She doesn't want to share with you, Bastard. I mean, yeah. Nothing to say now. The lecture of command of arrogance. Finally, understanding. You may help play your destiny. Be Oh, Charles! Ah! Fucking Charles! I'm gonna punch you in the fucking nose! Ah! Poof! You may help play the death ring here and speak for a while. God, I want to punch Charles in the nose! We can hit him with a stick. Alright, so, scene 5. So this would be, third room. Bedroom? So, this, so she here. Yes, Sir Charles. She slept. She didn't even sleep. She didn't have the chance. She vanished. Have you questioned anyone about her? Am I out of music already? What the fuck? Do it again. Have you questioned anyone about her? She asked. We asked the adventure guild, but they about but they be first. Why would she take them? Well, she asked me to send correspondence. She wanted their do you think to? No, Charles. So sorry. It's all right. Worry not. No. Thank you, kind sir. May night it's your way. No. You. We can hit a stick. Paper. Stuff. Land. You really? Our whole family. You. Take help. Out. Sounds pressure. You really are. God, Charles, I want to bop in the nose. Well, if it's where you're going, you went. Follow. Find and bring you. Face the council. Turn my. Take. All right. Now we finally get the confrontation. Well, the beginning part. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up a little bit to have, like, tags I have for it. Attack scene, yep. Go. Perhaps that even her killed still some sure some stupid on point. Okay. Struck the fight. Here we go. Right, attack scene! Camera at the bottom of the farm. Ugh. It's... Why? There... Prop? We already did 1, 2, 3, so let's go ahead and 4. Are those the undead? Huh? This farm got overrun. The undead? Shit. Kyra! I'm coming to save you. You're fine. Are you insane? You're no priest. Am I paying you to talk? Or did I pay you to help me? Yeah! Come on! To rescue a priestess. Kyra! Alright, then of course, we're gonna have... Zooming up again. Zooming up. Attack. Then Charles is surrounded by darkness and zombies. Because of course. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting to the nice meat of it. Ugh. Bastards. Okay, this is where things are gonna get fucking complicated, because now we have a zombie Kyra that we can also put into the field. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cool, cool. Right. Okay. Do. Nice! Good job, Katara. Hope you had fun. Alright, so now we're gonna add a point, we're gonna add a, what is it fucking called? A flag check? Add flag check. If zombie Kyra through Kyra. Huh? Kyra? Zombie Kyra approaches. Ah! Stay back! No. God, Charles has somewhat of a heart. Who did this to you? What happened? Charles? So they find a small barn to the farm. I haven't gotten to that point yet, Retro. I'm still writing just the scenarios. I haven't even gotten to that mechanical point. I'm just trying to get to the creative point first. So then we're gonna add if false. And mods, if you are on Twitch right now, make sure you catch them and ban them. Just automatically just /ban and then the username that's being annoying. If you don't want to, then I'll do it later. Alright. So the scene goes out differently. So then flag check over. So let's approaches with Michaela, mom, and dad. And so what's it banned for? Being annoying. Twitch has a very lax way of letting people just be annoying. Okay, thank you so much. Skeleton mage? In tow. Thank you. I'm just brain. Whatever. It's fine. How disrespectful. I thought you grew up to be a good boy in that church of yours. It's fine, Sugar Bear. Not even a church can make a boy out of a brat. Huh? There? Father? What the hell? It really is you, isn't it? Charles. Don't speak to me as if you know me, you foul beast. Oh, but I do know you. That's the unfortunate bit. I could not forget you, even if I wanted to. What do you mean? Wait, this isn't the local Wendy's. No. What the? Yep. You mean? How could? These are the skeleton mom skeletons. Are gonna be their actual names. I have no idea what I'm gonna name them. It's gonna be some sort of like southern elderly couple names that I'm gonna give them. because I do wanted to initiate that these are 100% these like Skelemom and Skeledad are absolutely like the southern folk that if you visit their farm, they'll let you in, they'll give you like either like nice iced tea or lemonade, and they'll give you like fresh food and all that stuff. If you visit their farm, they'll be like, oh well, hell, well howdy there, welcome to the farm. But like I still need to think about it. You? How are you alive? Yes. That is always the first question, isn't it? Not for that. You expect me to be joyful that I'm speaking to an undead monstrosity. If I can spell it correctly. That claims to be sibling. A runaway sibling. I expect you to bow your head to the dirt in regret of why that sibling ran away. At all. Not my fault. My pathetic excuse of a sibling could not take criticism for following darkness. You abused them. You abused me. We gave you tough love. You think you're better than that? I was, and I am. Always have. And yet, we thrive in the Holy Order, while you hide away from skulking on a desecrated farm. You just shut up and did prayer with us. Wouldn't be just bones now. Magic Echo. If you had shown me kindness, then your little sister would not be dead by my hands. Hold on, what? Of knowing. Fair enough. That works. Alright, time for me to do another fucking flag check. So, flag check. If I could fucking spell. If it is True. Pyra. Flag. Okay. Over. There we go. An hour. Okay. You expect me to understand you. You could have shown mercy. You clearly don't care. You were a monster. You are. We were right in beating you down. And make he's wrong, you know. I know. Let me beat him. Him like I should have. All those years ago. Please? There you go. That works. No. What's done? In fact, somehow feel great. If I didn't leave, the weave would have never saved me. When the light abandoned me, it proved worthlessness. If I didn't leave, the weave would have never found me when the light proved its worthlessness. You still follow. Benign? No. You're just screwy as you were back then. And I've been too nice, letting your keep life Magic echo. Screwy. Just as crazy. Let's go crazy. She just says psychotic. All right, it's time for me to pull the magic hat. Repeat this. I'm insane. Insane work. But you're talking about like when a kid is... Imagine basically back then the equivalent would be like if the Lich was still human and they were going through their emo phase. It's not necessarily insane, it's more of just fucking weird. So I'm trying to figure out a way to having Charles be as cruel as possible. I'm trying to have Charles be as cruel as possible without it being like, oh, you're insane, or you're like... That's why screwy is probably the best thing. Because it's kind of like, really? You're still an emo bitch after all these years? That's literally Charles's modern way of saying it. Deranged work. Sorry guys. Give me a hot second. Sorry, just checking in on my husband. You're just as deranged. That'll work. So then... Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Don't do that. There we go. There we go. Go! We'll let it ban to do them when we came back to the farm. Them out. You should have stayed in your little 50 little brother. Up. No. The Deathbringer. She killed you. Looks like she also too kind to me, huh? Too bad for you. I'm done being... There we go. And we pull player choice. And alright. Deliver Charles Weave. Then cool magic shit. You know what? I'm just gonna reuse the phrase. Might as well just reuse it. If I have it, I'm gonna reuse it. Yep, just gonna reuse it. Because that's what I can do, because I'm the fucking writer and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Find him. Your tapestry forevermore. Charles. You... Then Charles. Then Charles will have large death scream. Make Charles zombie something zombie, so it would be zombie Charles. Raise of the Lich of the Toes on your bite. Lamau? Lamau? But we like the Lich here. Just as a goof. And Charles, of course, will have a scream of his own. Zombie growl. Is a MKU. 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 Yes, if you want to call that hot. What those bones do. What them bones do. Nice of you to join us, little brother. Now you'll finally do what others won't do. Don't waste your effort. You'll never escape. Me now. Use your time. Regret what you've done. Did to me. Quit poking me in the eye! Quit poking me in the eye! What have dialogue the zombie siblings like during the week between the attacks? I'll get there eventually, Retro. Let me focus. Retro, I will get there eventually. Please let me focus. Well, is this really you want, sweetheart? Yeah, I think I do. Yellow Dad. What about Philima? And Gemma? I'm just that party that keeps jumping forward to shit you aren't close to. I know, right? Deal with them. All right. We have finished. Yeah, we finished Charles. Woo! We did it. Look at that. Ooh, I don't think I have enough time. That took me 2 hours. Is it close to 6 for you? It's like 1 more hour before 6. Oh my god, that took me 2 hours to write for Charles. Oh my god. I don't think I'll be able to write for Philemon. I mean, I could get started. I could get started to write Philemon. I'll get started. So that way I can at least have progress. But I will be ending at 6. Regardless of where I am. So let me go ahead. Because Philemon's going to return. Alright, so. Okay. So this would be Cathedral. Moment. Ira really isn't here. Neither. Charles. What happened? Why aren't they here? No, actually, he's dead. Come on. Actually, there we go. Copied stuff and pasted it somewhere. It's all saved. I have this all saved. I think I made a grave mistake. Well, I doubt that. Yet, I see the regret in your eyes. What did you do? I may have angered Charles. The point. Him going off on his own. He's hard-headed. But no fool, not an idiot. Why would he go off? Where would he go? Where did he go? Go off. He left. Go. Ira. Went missing. No. Do you mean? She's not one to get herself captured or killed by anything. We don't know what happened to her. I don't. Would you like me to see I can try locate her? Charles after. I know are not fond of using powers, okay, but alright. Ira, Charles, my siblings care for this. Holy magic shit! There you go. We light. Bless. Shade. Oh, let me do a magical echo. Our law must be. And we're gonna have some sound effects of holy magic stuff happening. Ira. In the north. That's where I know. It was a mistake. Send her there. You wanted to reclaim our family farm. It was a mistake. Let's reclaim our family farm. I now need holy magic shit on our shirt now. She thought help. Vengeance. Headed. And sound effect. Darkness! Hit. Thing. Whatever. Hell! Covered. Sort of darkness. It's too thick. See through. Darkness? I mean, something evil hangs over it. Kyra went in. Never came out. She's lost beyond it. Darkness hit whatever thing, whatever. Exactly. Charles went after her. Pushed through it. I can't see him. Like, they. Then sound effect. Holy magic calming the fuck down. Rose said tomorrow I must read you goodbye. Have a good night! I'm sure I can find him again. We may lost siblings. We will not lose 2 more. The dark. Gray. That's pretty beefy of a first Philemon scene. That's pretty beefy. Yeah? Yeah. I think... It worked for me. Study. So, church. Hall. Station. Father Philemon? Hmm? Yes, my child. Hi, Alad. Emma asked me to notice the letter to you. Oh, thank you. Please turn to your may your effect away. That handle. Council can't know failing. Gemma Echo. Council has been informed. Tyra and Charles take temporary leave. They want them good and for them code. I've sent word to the church and adventurers up north to provide any information they can. What's about this directly to me? You have too much worry. I need to handle this. Oh. Sound effect. Paper. And pen. Hi. Nope. Please focus on your duty. I will search for them and bring our siblings. I won't. I won't let us another sibling. Darkness. Not again. How? All. What could have caused Kyra Enough conjecture. Should spend some time preparing. Head north. Walk. Bit. Then stop. Excuse me, my child. This priest. Yes? Father Philemon? If I can fucking spell father correctly! Please. This notice. The High Paladin. Seems important. That she direct. Priest. I understand. Sound effect. Run away. The light. Guide. Family. Alright. Ah! What the hell? What happened? What? Why is it zoomed in? Delete. Why is it zoomed in? Three. Philemon. This would be church bedroom. I need. Do you? Brother. You have everything, Philemon? Oh, Gemma. I believe I have what I need. So far. You hesitate. Gemma. Why did Kyra go to our farm? She's too young to remember what we did. I don't know myself. She wanted it to help the North with another face farming. You and I salted fields ourselves. It's unusual. Still, do you really believe that soil can be salted? No, suppose not. Was chance. Just salted. No. If she wanted it, could have. Should? Get something. Must have been waiting for her. take her into darkness. What? Wish I knew. I whoop. I wish I could go with you. No. I have duties here. And the Holy Order need high palate. They are my siblings too. Yep. Yep. Can't just let them be lost. Why? I will go for the both. I more capable. Ira, too young. She must have barely remembered them. It, we're children. Idiotic. Impulsive. They ran. Tried everything. Could locate them. We're lost. Night. Now calls Ira. The darkness took them. I will shine light through it. Bring them back. At least less go. I can't sit without my help some way. Whew, I'm running out of steam very, very quickly, so I think I'm just actually going to end there. What do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? Whew, my brain. Lots of morality and questions. And nice timing too. The music just fucking ended. I need more, but I can wait for the next time. Yeah, it'll be on Thursday. Yeah, we'll continue this on Thursday, so that way we can do Philemon and Gemma without any sort of like me needing rest before my big fucking meeting. But holy shit, we got Charles done in half of Philemon. So We're good. And now you can see why Philemon's gonna be a big key morality point. Because Philemon was actually somewhat decent of a human being. So yeah. Alright. Twitch folk, let me send you somewhere. Twitch folk, let me send you to Freya. Send you to Freya. Give Freya some love. But otherwise, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go rest and take a nap before my big meeting. Alright, so thanks everyone for coming. Have wonderful sweet dreams, and I will see you all next time. Love you all. Bye!